injures 30 people aboard Singapore Airlines flight. Good morning and welcome to the news. And a special message, Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo valleys. Let's continue to give him maximum support for the task ahead. And that's the news. We thank you so much for joining us. My name is Nonye Ngokoye. Now, the Managing Director of Operations Clean and Healthy Anambra, OCHA Brigade, Comrade Celestine Anere, has warned members of the public against vandalization of public properties and entering unauthorized places. The OCHA Brigade boss issued the warning while speaking to the press in Awka. According to him, the state government has put in serious investments in beautifying and modernizing different parts of the state and used the opportunity to warn youth against the mischief of politicians who are bent on using and suspecting youth to discredit the government, plant seeds of discord, and destroy facilities meant for the well-being of the people and the state. Citing the instance of an online video that trended last week showing a water vendor at the Ochanje roundabout water fountain, Comrade Anere said that the state government frowns at the unwarranted tampering and possible vandalization of public utilities built with taxpayers' money and maintains that anybody found tampering, defacing or damaging the roundabout and fountain or any road infrastructure from now on will be immediately arrested and prosecuted. Comrade Anere equally warned that people should desist from making themselves available for useless propaganda that could land them in jail and called on community stakeholders and religious organizations to assist in protecting public property as continuous damage projects such as areas in bad light. He asked residents to report or send video evidence of anyone vandalizing government property to the brigade and challenged them to team up with the power of transformation that the Soludo government possesses in turning the state into its desired state for all. At least 30 medical experts from VUM Foundation USA are on ground at the Dame Irene Okosa Memorial Hospital, Orifite, for the 2024 May Adult Medical Outreach, where they will perform open-heart surgeries on 20 patients, courtesy of Sir Emeka Okosa Foundation that is in partnership with the VUM Foundation. Our staff reporter, Ugochukwu Orano, has details of that report.
Speaking to journalists on the medical mission, the executive director of Sir Emeka Okosa Foundation, Mrs. Chidinma Okoye, explained that 20 people are targeted for the open heart surgery, while vascular surgeries, which are rare in Nigeria, was added to this year's medical mission, saying that vascular surgeons are also coming in from abroad to perform vascular surgeries and also teach Nigerian medical doctors and students, adding that already, medical students from School of Cardiothoracic Nursing, Enugu, have arrived to learn and exchange knowledge with the foreign health professionals. She said the major aim behind the medical outreach was to get those who do not have the much needed resources to get the operation done abroad to have it at Orifite, pointing out that the May Adult Medical Outreach is highly subsidized, while that of children coming up in September is free of charge, and specifically thanked Air Peace for bringing in the 30 expatriates on a transition flight to Orifite and other partners who came to support some of the patients financially, thanking the founder of SIOV, Sir Emeka Okosa, for graciously funding the medical mission.
This year we diversified to vascular surgeries. Probably by this time next year, we'll diversify to other rare areas that do not have people coming in to attend to them. Another area is education.
On her part, the executive director of VUM Foundation USA, Sean Andayapulian, said the medical mission, which happens twice a year, offers great opportunity for them to train local surgeons and ICU nurses hoping that they will increase their visit in 2025, noting that Semeka Okosa is a big philanthropist who understands the state of health system in Nigeria and offered to support in order to improve on education system in the medical field.
If you look at the history of heart surgery in Nigeria, just to mention, last year, here, with the partnership of Boom Foundation and the Sir Mako Koso Foundation, we did more heart surgery than anybody in the country. So we did more cases here in Arifate than the entire country.
Some of those who were billed for the operation, Mr. Anthony Izuchukwu, said he has undergone several tests and wait eagerly for the operation, while Favor Owabogu from Abia State, who was diagnosed of hole in the heart, cried out for financial assistance from public-spirited individuals, saying that even at the subsidized rate, she couldn't afford it.
We don't have money for it, to tell the truth. Please let him have mercy and help me out so that I will feel joy again, because I'm always having pains every day. I'm crying, asking God to help me, to send a helper to me.
Ogochukwu Orano for ABS News.
Anambra teacher arrested for beating 8-year-old pupil to coma. School closed. The 30-year-old teacher has been arrested for allegedly beating an 8-year-old pupil in a coma in Landmark School, Mbaku, in Oka North local government area of Anambra State. Commissioner for Education, Professor Ngozi Chuma, who disclosed this to reporters in her office on Monday, also announced that the school has been shut down permanently. The commissioner had invited the proprietor of the school and the concerned teacher, Faith Ngonye, to explain what led to the brutalization of primary 2 pupil. Speaking shortly after the meeting, Chumaude explained that the school's closure was not only based on the ugly incident, but as a result of its illegality. She expressed sadness over the developments, lamenting that the chances of the victim's survival currently on admission in a hospital are 20%, according to the doctor. The commissioner further described the proprietor as a criminal running an illegal school in the state, as well as frowned at the brutal beating of a child, warning that perpetrators were doing so at their peril. She said that she has handed the matter to the police for further investigations as they still await Mr. Governor's directive. Away now from state stories, the House of Representatives Committee on National Security and Intelligence has resolved to constitute a technical committee to address issues concerning the frequent malfunctioning of the presidential aircraft. On Monday, May 20, 2024, the committee met with the commander of the Presidential Air Fleet, Air Vice Marshal Olayinka Olushola, behind closed doors at the National Assembly Complex, Abuja, to deliberate on the circumstances that resulted in the use of a chartered plane by the President, Bola Tinubu, and Vice President Kashim Shettima recently. Recall that the President had in April flown a chartered plane from Netherlands to the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia to attend the World Economic Forum. A fortnight ago, recall, Vice President Shettima cancelled his trip to the United States, where he was scheduled to represent President Tinubu at the 2024 U.S.-Africa Business Summit as a result of a faulty aircraft. Debating a motion of urgent public importance brought on the floor of the House by the chairman, the House Committee on National Security and Intelligence, Ahmad Satomi, the lawmakers resolved to invite the National Security Advisor, Nuhu Ribadu, and the commander of the Presidential Fleet to explain the faulty breakdown of planes in the Presidential Fleet, despite the huge allocation in the annual budget to maintain them. Now, a person has died and at least 30 others have been left injured on a Singapore Airlines flight that was smashed by turbulence. The Singapore-bound Boeing 777-300ER, which took off from London, was diverted to Bangkok after the incident. The airline said in a statement that 210 passengers and 18 crew were on board. It was working with the Thai authorities to provide medical assistance to passengers. Thai authorities have dispatched ambulances and emergency teams to Suvarnabhumi Airport. And now on sport news, according to reports, Manchester United, Chelsea and PSG remain interested in Napoli striker Victor Osimhen, while the Partenope have been monitoring Real Madrid-owned defender Rafa Marin. And Napoli are preparing to part company with their star striker Osimhen. The Nigerian international is expected to make his final appearance in Napoli's shirt this coming weekend in a Serie A match against Lecce at the Stadio Maradona. Osimhen has a 130 million euros clause included in his contract with the Partenope, and according to reports, Chelsea, Manchester United and PSG are among the clubs watching closely last season's Serie A leading scorer. And with that sports news, we come to the end of the news. Just before we go, remember you can follow us from any part of the world by liking our Facebook page at Anambra Broadcasting Service. Subscribe to our YouTube at ABS Television Oka, on X at ABS Radio TV, and on Instagram at ABS Radio TV. You can also log on to our website at www.absradiotv.com. And the main news again, Anambra State Government warns residents against vandalization of public properties. So Emeka Okwosa Foundation is to perform open heart surgeries. House of Representatives have to investigate frequent malfunctioning of presidential aircraft. And on the foreign scene, we brought you reports that flight turbulence has killed 1, injured 30 people aboard Singapore Airlines flight. And the special message again, Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let's give him maximum support for the task ahead. And that's the news. We thank you so much for watching. My name is Nonya Nwokoye. Good morning and have a beautiful day.